Good morning. Let's talk a little bit more about your water situation. You basically have three ways to have water. You can have stored water, you can have collected water, or you can have catched water from, and we're going to talk about those three ways. Your stored water, you're going to have roughly 7 to 10 gallons of water per person in your family. That's potable drinking water. That should get you by through any storms, hurricanes, or natural disasters that may come your way. You'll get federal assistance generally within the week, in most cases. So keep that in mind. There will be assistance to come your way, unless it's a SHTF situation. But as long as you've got 7 to 10 gallons per person, you'll be fine. I personally have about there's two people in my family, me and my wife, and I basically have two 6.5 gallon water containers that I purchased at Walmart. I keep them stored under the house. I also keep a few, about 8 2-liter bottles of water stored in my house for little brief, short power outages and things of this nature. So water storage is a very viable option. If you do decide to store more, that's entirely up to you, but as a start, that would be a good start for you and your family. You're going to have to catch water. You're going to take gutters from your home and use the water that's collected in 55-gallon drums or 250-gallon toads or whatever you want to use. You can use that water for your livestock. You can use it for your chickens. You can use it for your garden or whatever you need to use it for. You can use it for hygiene. And in SHTF, you can also use one of those 5 ways that we talked about in another video to treat that water or filter that water so you can drink it, make it potable. You can also collect your water from a pond, a creek, a stream, a well as well. Whenever you use collected water like that in a natural situation, that water should still be treated or filtered to make it potable. But if you're using it for hygiene, to using it to flush your toilets, that's very sound. But if you know a storm's coming, why not go ahead and fill your bathtubs up with water? You can use that for hygiene. You can use that for flushing your toilets even. So it's very sound judgment on your part to do that. You can collect potable water from your well as long as it's not contaminated. You can take the head of the well off pull the well, take a piece of pipe, put a foot valve on the end of it, PVC pipe with a foot valve on the end of it, tie a string to it, lower it in the well, and you have potable water for drinking. When you do have to travel to get water in SHTF, you're going to have to provide security for that person or persons to collect water. Depending on how many people's in your group, how are you going to transport that water? Do you have a wagon? Do you have enough containers to carry enough water back? You don't want to have to make 10 trips to get, enough water to last you a day. You want to make one trip, uses less energy, less people. Make sure you have a little pull-behind wagon with a half a dozen or so 55 or 5-gallon buckets to carry your water in, or water containers of some sort. All these are options to consider. There's so many numerous ways. I can't name them all, not in a short video, or even a long one, because I'm sure I would forget some. The best thing I can tell you to do is just start with the basics and get enough to get you by a few days in a natural disaster or power outage, and then make sure you have the means to do the other in a SHTF situation. But start small and work up to it. The rainwater collection is fairly simple. Just some gutters and some buckets with downspouts. You can worry about filtering it later. As long as you have a filter to do that with. You don't need to filter it until you're ready to consume today. So y'all take care and God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.